back.
We are back at What Would Degenerates Do?
Ooh.
This is a Saturday afternoon around 1:46 on the East Coast. How are we all doing today?
Hold on, we're on the East Coast?
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Never mind, I was going to say something fucking stupid.
It's okay.
No, I want you to carry on.
I was going to say we're on the Southern Coast because we're in the South.
No.
And for some reason,
I mean, okay, she's almost not wrong because we're close to Florida, and that would be
we
the
are
southern
called the
coast.
Southeast.
Exactly.
Yeah,
she's
so that's why I was going
not
on
wrong, but
Southeast.
I wasn't wrong, though.
it's a reach.
Oh, but yes. Anyways, we are back with another episode of What Would Degenerates Do? It is me, Dakota.
It is me, Skylar.
Ryan's back again.
Chris is back again for round, I don't know how many now.
But let's fucking go, boys.
Hell yeah.
Mm-mm.
All right, Skylar is good.
I can't. I remember the last, it was like one of those times we were recording with your supervisor and everything like that, right?
Never recorded.
Oh,
with
we
him.
didn't record with him, but we were smoking with him. It just kept going around and around and around, and I couldn't.
Well, it is a Dutch, so
Yeah, no, the thing is, he smokes a lot, and I couldn't.
Yeah, I always tell her like what we do at work, and it's fucking like Josh came over
We
like
did,
2 weeks ago.
yeah, we did dabs.
and we did dabs. And I'm
Oh,
like-
bro.
And I told Skylar that we did that before work. She goes, "Oh no, oh no."
I only had dabs one time in my life, and I hit it. And I think I told you all this story the one time. It was like a out of body experience. I was like, oh shit, this is
This is it.
pretty intense.
And I've also, we also took edibles at work. There is not a moment that goes by that we are not stoned out of our minds at work. Especially Chago. Chago gets the highest out of all of us.
I can't. No,
Yeah, we always offer it.
Yeah, I can't. It's just sitting at that computer. I'll be tired. You know what I'm saying?
I need to smoke at work with what happens there
That's fair.
and everything. Like, this one lady came in. I'm always going to deal with fucking rude ass people. So I'm up at the desk. This lady comes up or whatever. But anyways, she came up to the counter because I'm doing an Amazon order. She was like, and she's one of those people, you can already tell she's fucking impatient. She's just staring you down, watching you do your job, and think she's more important than other person. So I'm done. I go over to her. I was like, hey, what can I do for you, ma'am? And she was like, well, on my receipt, I have this many items. I get home and I only have one bag of items. And the bag that I'm missing is my lamb chops, like her lamb chop cuts, some bicolor corn, and like some other shit, basically, and her like cake or tiramisu, whatever. I was like, oh, okay. And then I go and tell one of my managers, Jacob, and everything. So we figure it out. We need to look at the cameras because apparently she's been shopping here for so long and she complains about everything. She has done shit like this before, apparently, where she takes the bag with her and then says the cashier's misplaced her bag or something. So basically, yeah. And so time goes by. Jacob's pissed off. He walks by me. He was like, go up to the counter and everything. He was like, this is hilarious. I was like, okay. Our store manager and everything. He looked through the cameras. She left the store with the bag and everything. And so we don't know where said bag was and everything. So Jacob goes and tells me to go collect items again, so we give them to her so she gets out of her hair. So I'm going to do that. I'm getting corn and everything real quick for her. The lady marches over to me. She was like, you need to stop what you're doing and you need to let me shop for my stuff right now. I was like, ma'am, I'm just doing what my manager told me to do. I can go ask him real quick. I was like, if it's okay for you to shop, we can't just let you get whatever you want and like leave, we have to get the correct items and then have you leave. Oh, she was pissed. She was like, why do you have to bring the manager into this? I was like, ma'am, I'm just doing my job and everything. So I leave the cart there for a second and then go over to Jacob. As I'm leaving, this bitch was flinging her bag, hitting all the produce like a fucking psycho. Whatever. I left and I told them what happened, how she like came over, yelled at me. We got store leadership into it. And then I go bagging, you know, and then after all this, she's gone. And so I come up like an hour later and Jacob tells me, he was like, you want to know what happened? He was like, look on the counter. Look at the counter behind me. There's a bag with all of her items in it. I was like, Jacob, where was this? She left it underneath her fucking shopping cart.
Oh, wow. So she was scheming. Hot style.
No, she left it in the shopping cart while she was taking it out to her car. You know, the underneath level? She left that. It wasn't our fault. It was her dumbass fault for not looking underneath.
Mm-hmm.
So we went through 2 hours of dealing with this bitch.
Right.
So I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. I have no idea what that story was about.
This is what I gathered. The lady went shopping, right?
Okay.
Yep.
She bought her stuff and realized something was missing.
Okay.
Didn't know where it went and went back into the store to complain about her missing product that she paid for and now is gone. So she had them look for the product and they were, you know, trying to find it, get everything sorted out. And she was being antsy and just wanted to go get more products because it's gone.
So
she knows what she
thought
wants.
That y'all yoinked her item after she
Yeah,
paid
she
for
blamed it on the cashier.
Right.
Okay.
So she
That's
then
what I said in the beginning.
didn't realize that it was just under her cart and she didn't.
Okay.
She was she didn't realize she was fucking stupid.
No, the reason why I said I had no idea what that story was about, because for 90% of that story, I checked out.
Okay.
Got too high.
Me and
Yes.
you both, man.
Like,
I figured.
I got
I went
too
to pass
high.
it back to him. Like,
I got too high, too fast. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute, slow down.
No, but it's just I hate people.
yeah,
like people are just
don't get like upset. Like, you know, if a situation happens, be
Yeah.
calm and respectful. Try and help, you know, quickly resolve the situation. But
Yeah.
people just get mad and upset and like blame people instead of like, you know, taking blame for themselves first. I don't understand that about people.
Yeah, and me and Dakota were talking about the other day or whatever. He showed me a video or whatever about how people say the same lines as everyone else does and think they're original. So basically, it's
Oh.
busy and I'm having to check someone out. Someone gives me $100. I have to hold it up in the sky to check, and then they're like, "Ha ha! I just printed that this morning,"
Right.
and I'm just like,
Right. Deadpan. You're like, you've heard
Yeah.
it all before. And then they're just like, oh.
"Yeah," or the product's not scanning, and they're like, "Oh, so I guess it's free then." Shut the fuck
Oh
up.
yeah, I hate when they say that shit.
Nah, dog, that one's pure comedy.
No,
I
it
say
is
that
not.
shit.
I hear it so much. It is annoying.
Dude, I love that one. I don't know why, but I think that one's fucking hilarious.
I guess it's free, right? It's like, yeah, go ahead and take it out of the store and see what happens.
Yeah, it's free,
Yeah,
right?
and then I'm
I
like-
wouldn't be here if it was free.
I know, it's so annoying. I don't know. Do you guys put your milk in a bag? If you go to the grocery, I know not you, Dakota. If you go to the grocery store, do you ask them for your milk in a bag?
No.
Do we what?
Oh, I understand what you're asking.
Yeah, like you know,
Like,
like a milk.
Bagged milk. I'm like, I know that is a thing,
Bagged
but
milk.
No, you
not
know what I
here.
mean though.
Yeah,
You're
like-
asking them to put the milk in the bag.
right.
Put
Chris.
the milk in the bag.
I mean, yeah, the milk go in the bag.
Well, I get a lot of people who don't want their milk in a bag.
What
They
they do-
just
they
want to
just-
carry it by the jug.
Yeah.
They just want their milk just loose in the bag, just rolling around.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I asked
That's
someone
me.
why they. I asked someone who
I
was
don't like the
coming.
milk in the bag.
That's not how you get milkshakes, though.
Shut up, y'all! I was asking someone who was coming through the line.
No.
It was some old dude.
No.
I was like, "Hey, sir." His milk was the first item. I was like, "Do you want your milk in a bag or do you want it out the bag?" He was like, "Why wouldn't I want it in a bag?" I was like, "Well, I get a lot of people who don't want their milk in a bag." He was like, "Well, that's just stupid. Why do I want to carry it?" I was like, "Well, you got to carry it in the bag anyway, so a lot of people just carry it by the handle,
That's very
you know?"
true.
And I'm
Very
just, and then
true.
he was like, "Well, that just, no." He was like, "No, I don't want my milk in a bag." He was like, "Don't ask." I was like, "Okay."
You're in a grocery store, dude. Calm down. Like, you're obviously being asked for a reason. It might not make sense to you, but think about it for us. Like, that's my problem with it. People don't think outside themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it for a second. You're being asked for a reason. You're not being asked because you're dumb.
Fucking Skylar.
I could never.
No. All right, so this girl calls me yesterday, right? She goes, I just bought us a 12-pack of water. Everybody was suggesting this water to me. Mind you, her customers sold her this item. Her job is to sell the customers the item, not the other way around.
Well, I mean...
No, she bought a 12-pack of $10 water.
Oh, that's the water that you tried to get to me.
And then she gets home. It's just fucking LaCroix in a glass fucking bottle.
Well, see here, you went wrong because you're listening to them about sparkling water. That's the problem.
I didn't know what it was. It said lime, so I thought it was like Sprite in a way,
you
know.
Read
but
the bottle, man, you got to. Or
whatever.
Get you every time.
I gotta chug.
She has. So I told her, since you spent $10 on this water, you gotta drink them, like them or not. These need to be drank. That's why she tried to give you one so hard. She was trying to force this man to drink this fucking water.
You saw what I did, right? I read that fucking bottle. Nope. Because I saw that lime too. I'm like, oh, maybe it's like a soda. I'm like, maybe I can try it. And I was like,
this is a mineral water.
Yeah, let me read a little more here. It's fucking sparkling water.
So gross.
No, ma'am.
Whatever.
I'm not drinking TV static.
Bro, that's exactly what it tastes
Yeah.
like, actually. Ba-da-da-ba-ba. Anime recap.
Yay.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man. So the anime is Violet Evergarden.
Yes.
Now, Violet Evergarden is very aesthetically pleasing, and I am very happy with that. However, Violet Evergarden is sad.
Maggie.
Oh, man. She probably finished my sandwich.
She was back there for a while, quiet too.
Did she finish my sandwich?
Yeah, she licking her lips.
Oh, was it good, honey? That was a lot of hot sauce.
Go check.
Lay down. Switch your pants.
Boy, she ate the plate.
Dude, that was a ceramic plate, bro. Are you okay?
Oh, man. Oh,
Uh-oh. What's happening back there?
a cry of disbelief rings out from the back.
You ate mine too, you pig. Both of them?
Damn.
Is that why you said no? Nothing's broke or anything?
No, it's just
Okay, good.
Shame on you. No, ma'am.
something wrong.
No, we're in the middle of You good over there, bro?
Yeah, I was, standing up
You're gonna stand?
for a little second.
Oh.
With his foot, he's been having to
okay.
stand a lot and shit.
Yeah.
He can't stay still.
Well, that's fine. I'm just gonna do that.
People who
So,
order.
so
Here's the image real quick.
so we need to get back to the recording.
Oh, we're not paused?
No.
No! I'm gonna have to cut all this out.
Bro, we're gonna die today.
All right.
Okay.
All right,
right.
so ba-da-ba, anime recap.
Hold on, I'm finished.
Yay.
But that picture I just showed y'all.
Oh my god, I'm recording!
Yeah.
I don't care!
I know, it's funny.
No!
Is there people who order boneless wings?
You're off. You're
Hey,
done.
turn her mic off right now.
No, stop.
Fuck. Ba-da-ba, anime recap.
Yay.
Shut up.
Beep, beep, beep.
You're fucking stupid. Anyways, what were you saying? You said comma, however.
What? No, I was just gonna cut it and put it at this part. Stop.
Okay.
All right. And
Anime recap.
yay.
So We were told to watch Violet Evergarden.
Yes, the anime is Violet Evergarden. Now, the thing about Violet Evergarden is it's aesthetically pleasing, very well drawn, and the animation is very fluid. However, this anime is very, very sad. And I geared up last night and sit down and watch a couple episodes. I'm grinding on Mabel's story, just chilling. I'm like, all right, cool, some anime,
Yeah.
And it's going. I'm like, oh, it's nice. I'm grinding. And next thing you know, I'm hearing the dialogue and I'm getting sad. I'm like, well, I ain't signed up for all of this now.
The whole, I will say, so I only watched 3 episodes because...
No, we watched the 4th or 5th one.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I was only 3, but...
I watched up to 3. So I'm 3 deep.
So,
Okay.
you saw 3.
Mm-hmm.
So what was the last thing you saw? It was the typewriter episode, right?
The last thing that happened was she was at the school with the people, and she was writing the letters, and they were like, "Oh, your letters are shit. You're technically good, like technically, yeah.
She's good at grammar, everything
your
like that.
Your mechanical skills are great. You're accurate, but your letters are shit.
Suck.
You got no emotions." So she's like, "I want emotions."
What
And
is
so
wrong?
she's like, they put her into school and all this, and she's, talking to the one chick, and, she's like, oh, I love my brother, and, all of this stuff is happening, and shit's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And she writes the letter for the girl, and she nails it, and everybody's like, you did it. And it's like, okay.
You're graduating.
Yeah, and they put a pin on her, and they give her a fucking gold-ass brooch, and she's like all decked out in jewelry now. She's got a nice little robe.
I know.
I can see the appeal of it.
Yeah.
I can. But a little too slow for me.
Now, you mentioned that earlier in the week, and so I took that into account. And it's like, it is slow, but it's slow to the point where you get there, you're like, okay, where's this shit going? Like, I don't have no information or context of what the fuck is going on. And then it immediately gave it to me after I asked for it. So I was like, what the fuck's going on here, So it's like teetering on that too slow, and then, right at the right time. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, she's not meant to be funny, but she's funny and she's not trying to be funny
She's
way.
just dry as shit.
Yeah, she's dry as shit, and she's so blunt.
Right.
That's what makes her funny.
But my thing about it is, why is this child just in the military beating people's ass? You know what I'm saying?
That was my thing.
And it's like, I know I'm gonna get context later, but you just tossing me into the middle of the
That hell was
story.
my thing. I'm like, why is this sweet little girl a fucking weapon?
Right? She's like 14. It looks like holy shit, dude. Like what is going on here? You know what I'm saying?
One thing I didn't like, she talked about the major 24/7.
Yeah.
Did that bug you?
Yeah. It's like because she doesn't know anything
No, I
else.
know, but I was just like, come on, man.
But then it's like, also, why is it just casual, human trafficking? Like, he just, bought her? You know what I'm saying?
No,
and
someone bought her for him or whatever.
It's still human trafficking.
And also, I didn't think about this. That's a grown-ass adult saying I love you to that child.
Yes.
Yes. I just thought about that.
Yeah.
Yes. There's a lot going on here, a lot to unpack. Now, I'm only 3 deep, and
I mean, probably
that's
not.
the last thing I remember.
You probably aren't gonna watch the rest of it, are you guys?
I mean, I'm already 3 deep, so it's kind of like that 3 is like that the threshold where you're like, you got enough context for what's going
I have
on.
stopped an anime half an arc in.
Oh Lord, monster!
I mean, I could spoil the ending, but you probably.
No, don't.
No
No
spoilers.
spoilers.
I'll
allowed,
eventually
man.
watch.
What the fuck?
I'll eventually watch because, it'll be late, and I'll be just I'm
Yeah.
out of content to watch through my normal means, and so I'll just throw something on.
I recently just started this one anime called The Future Diary.
Oh, you just thought that?
Oh my-
Miraniki? Oh my god,
Dude, that thing is fucking wild. That shit is fucked up, bro.
Miragasi, yeah, or Unagasi, yep.
He made me watch fucking Perfect Blue last night,
So fucking good.
I never heard of that one.
bro.
Tim told me about it.
Oh yeah.
And
I was so confused.
so I watched it last night, and wow, that shit was fucking wild.
So wait. Are we done with the review of Evergarden?
I mean, I got nothing to say.
I mean, for me and everything, those are the type of animes, animes I like. I like the very kind of like romantic, like cutesy kind of stuff. You know, I
That's
don't
fair.
don't really like the murder all the time.
I don't
shit.
mind it. Like one of my top 5s is the Ancient Magnus's Bride.
Yeah, Ancient Magnus's Bride is great.
But because that, I felt like that one, each episode, it felt like it was going somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Violet Evergarden didn't feel like that to me.
Violet Evergarden feels like the opposite. You're piecing together of what happened because you're already past the point of things happening. So you're moving on with her. You know what I'm saying? So you're just like, well, I'm just kind of...
And like in Ancient Magnus' Bride, they are discovering more and more about this magical world.
Right.
With it and everything, I love how like she finds herself.
Of course, I mean,
and everything by the end of the season. I mean, there are of course movies to it and everything after it, but it's just I cried a shit ton at the end of the last 3 episodes. Fucking cried like a baby. Those were really dramatic. Yes. Like I was sad, but I was like happy at the same time. Like it's one of those animes like. I don't know. I felt like deeply close to, if that meant.
That's fair.
Like just by the emotions of it.
That's fair. So,
yeah, that's why I like it so much because it made me feel that, you know?
Right. So be warned with this anime and it will pull on your heartstrings.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess the question ends up being, one, do you think it's worth it? Like how as you've watched so far?
If you are into these kind of animes, like Violet Evergarden, that kind of like what I was talking about. Yes, I feel like you would think this is a 11 out of 10, like 10 out of 10. But if you like fucking murder and like just mentally ill type animes or whatever, like My Hero Academia, stuff like that, or anything like that, you won't like this.
Just some murder in there.
No, yeah, but it's just like a sprinkle
it's
of
not
murder.
A part of this.
Yeah, it's the backstory.
So much,
yeah, it's just a backstory, and it's just a sprinkle in there of it.
What about you, Dakota?
For my liking, no.
Yeah, like I said, yeah.
Yeah, for my liking, no. Nothing was engaging to me. It didn't give me personally enough to be invested into her discovering this word called love and what it means. I
thought that was the best thing. She wanted to do...
like I said, I can understand the appeal, but the way they're going about it, for me at least, wasn't engaging enough.
The way I feel about it, because going off of what you said, is everybody knows what she's looking for, but they're all running around there like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
First off, no one's helping.
Nobody's helping this child. And she's like, I just want to know what this emotion is. And everybody's like,
Why
I guess you gotta figure it out yourself.
Why do you want to be adult? I want to figure out what love means. Huh?
Huh? Okay.
And then she like literally says this and everybody's like, huh. And they just stand there. It's like, what is going on?
Like, help this poor girl out.
For me, I don't know. Art style is worth it.
Yeah.
Like, if you like watching
animation is fucking
beautiful. If you just like animation of animes.
I wish I knew like the name of the style. I would say it, but I don't. I don't know the name of the style, but it's great.
Very, very beautiful.
It's worth it in that aspect. I mean, the story's pretty good. I can tell where it's kind of ramping up towards. But you could live without it, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. But I mean, if you're looking for something to watch, it is definitely a story you can get invested in, and it'll drag you in there. But
yeah, I recommend it. So
Chris didn't even fucking watch it.
Chris, you didn't watch it?
No, he ain't gonna watch that shit.
Fuck no, I didn't watch that.
That's fair.
Guys, who wants to suggest another anime?
You already started watching.
I would like to say.
Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, Chris. Go for it.
Right,
you haven't suggested one yet?
The one that I would like to suggest, hold on, let me make sure I get the name right. Because that shit is... It's Blood Blockade Battlefront.
That's actually on my watch list because of you. I already have it on my watch list.
I highly recommend this one. Like, it's... I don't want to, like, give too much information on it, but it's, like, random, kind of, like, in between episodes, but it's, like, a cool kind of random... thing. Like it's a little bit different from like what everyone's usually watching as far as animes.
That's fair.
So it's a very like when you go in to watch it, like just keep an open mind kind of thing.
All right.
Have y'all seen Azumanga Daioh?
No,
but I'm about to look this up right now.
Yo, that's after we watch your anime, we watching that shit.
All right.
How do you spell that?
Wait, let me see. Yeah, AUZU manga DIO.
Ooh, okay. Hold on. Let me just pull up on the list. You know.
One last thing on anime though. I found Oron Host Club or High School Host Club on Hulu. And I watched it prior to watching it again.
I'm gonna watch that one.
I love that. It's funny as hell. It was a good watch.
That's the high school arena like host club or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get Dakota to watch it with me, but he doesn't want to because
it's a good watch. It's a good watch.
He doesn't want to because of the way it. I think it's because it's maybe a cutesy anime or something, right? Or is it not?
Is it a harem? Is it
No, I ain't harem.
What service?
Not really. Kinda, but not really. It's good. Trust me, it's good.
If it comes if Ryan's saying it's good, then it must be good.
It's like it's presented as like one of those animes, but the comedy in it is so good that it makes it worth watching it. I've watched it twice. Mind you, this is me saying that I watched it twice.
We can watch one episode tonight.
Watch 2 episodes, and I guarantee you like.
But I have to watch Future Diary tonight. I gotta know what's happening.
You can do that.
No, fuck you.
You can watch it also.
On to the next page. What we got?
So Ryan,
yes.
Tell me about your foot.
God. Okay.
What a segue, am I right?
So I've been hurt for like the past 2-3 weeks now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. My cousin was getting, or not my cousin, my nephew, my cousin's baby. He was getting christened a couple Sundays ago, and I didn't want to go to church, but it was an event, and he was getting christened. So I decided to go. So, I'm just getting into photography. I take my camera, taking pictures, prior to going to the church. I got some nice pictures of him. It's cute. So we get to the church, and I leave the camera in the car. I was hesitating on whether or not I should take it in. I didn't want to take the camera into the church. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want people looking at me and questioning. You know what I'm saying? So I leave the camera in the car. So I'm thinking I'm going to have enough time to go back and get the camera before the christening. So go through the service. I'm waiting. Next thing I know, we're going into the christening. So I'm like, oh shit, I need to get my camera. So they're like, no, don't worry about getting your camera. I'm like, I can make it back. I can, run really fast. I can get my camera. So they're like, all right, fine, go get it. So I run out the church. Boom, out the door. I'm running through the yard, going fast. I'm full fucking stride, my guy. Full stride. I go to run through empty parking lot space between 2 cars. And I go to look left to see if any cars were coming through the parking lot so I could just, dart. And next thing I know, I'm sliding across this hot ass pavement. I mean, look at my, I'm not even joking when I said, look at my fucking arm, dude. Like that shit, 75% of my fucking arm got scraped up.
Yeah.
Like legitimately, like I slid across the ground. My knees fucked. I twist the fuck out of my ankle. I thought that shit was broken. So like when I hit the ground, I slid. I thought it was funny. It hurt, but like I was dirty. I'm at church. I was wearing a white t-shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got to go back in church. It's dirty. It's funny. Whatever. So I go to get up and I could not get up.
Oh, no.
Like, oh shit. So I look around a little bit and it's like nobody outside. And I'm like, oh shit. So I try to get up again. No. So I'm like, all right, I got to call somebody. And like, if you like look at the back of my phone here, it's like torn because it was in my hand and it slid like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I thought it might have been broken, but it's fine. So I go call my sister, right? And I was like, no, the services is going on. She's not going to hear her phone because she usually keeps it on silent. So I'm like, I can't do it. So I go call my mom and I'm like, no, I don't want to panic her. So then I go to call Taylor again and I look and then these 2 guys are like walking and they look at me. And they're like, don't want to bother me at first, but they're like, why the fuck is this dude like in the parking lot laying down? And I'm like, can I get some help, please? And like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I fell. I mean, I can't get up. And they're like, well, you need to go on the ambulance. I'm like, no, let's see how, where I'm at first before we just go in the ambulance. You know what I'm saying? But like, no, they lifted me up and man, that shit
hurt.
That shit hurts so bad. Whoo, that shit hurts so bad. I never twisted my ankle so bad. Such a bad sprain. They said it was like a level 3 sprain or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
so he
God.
was out of work for a week.
Yeah.
And then he comes in.
I tried to come back to work
I saw this man's foot. I wanted to pop it, bro.
It was so big.
It looked like it was just filled
It's still
with
swollen,
just
dude.
shit. And I just wanted to get a needle and jab it in
Yep.
there.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yep.
It was fucking massive.
And when he saw it, it was like
it was a
small,
week later.
It was smaller than what it was. It legitimately looked like, you know, that scene in The Nutty Professor where he's getting fat again. Yeah, that's how my foot looked. Legitimately, dude. And then you like pushed on it, and the indent would stay.
Oh God.
Oh man.
Oh, that's gross.
So like I'm walking on it. It doesn't hurt as much. Like if I move it in certain ways, I can like feel it. But I gotta like, you know, strength train it again. So that's where we are now. And I did have the MRI and such, and I'm waiting back to hear about it. So
Yeah.
we will know. But you know, I had X-rays of it, so ain't nothing broken, thank God.
Good.
But that my little story.
And
It
I'm
kind of
sticking
reminds
to it.
me. It kind of reminds me your story of like when you couldn't get up and shit.
Mhm.
Reminds me of something that happened to me when I was like 10 or 11. I don't know if I told you this, but when I lived in Savannah, Georgia, with my mom and my stepdad, and everything I'm sorry for a little bit.
You
I used to love climbing trees and everything.
Oh,
I
yeah.
used to love climbing on top of the roof because I had a tree that would let me on the roof.
Yeah, she told me this fucking story. Holy shit.
I see where
Before
you're
I
going
go
now.
into the main thing, if I would get in trouble and everything, I would get, like, they would yell for me
Mhm.
and everything. So I would run into the backyard, climb on top of the tree, climb on top of the roof. Haha, they can't catch me. And I would be
Right.
on the roof for like a few hours until they, like, you know, stop trying to get me in trouble, basically, you know,
Mhm.
send me to my room. But anyways, I was notorious for climbing trees a lot.
Right.
One day it rained and it wasn't raining anymore, so I was allowed to go outside. And I think my mom, I don't know where my mom was, maybe taking a nap, but David was cleaning the living room or something, you know, vacuuming.
Right. So
Main
couldn't
thing
hear
of the
nothing.
story.
Right.
He's vacuuming, okay? So I asked him, I was like, hey, can I go outside and, you know, since it's not raining anymore, it's been a few hours. He was like, yeah, sure.
And your ass going in that tree.
I went in the tree in the front yard, okay? So he could see me, so he could supervise me.
Right.
So I climbed the tree like I usually do. Everything's fine. And I would climb the tree without shoes because, you know, it's not as slippery. You know, I can grip my toes on the branches. Basically.
Sure. That's the logic. Okay.
Shit like that. I was a weird kid. But anyways, I
Who
get
was?
Mind you, it just rained.
yeah, a few hours passed. But I always would climb pretty high,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And I get to the point where I'm at where I feel safe enough, you know, where I'm high enough, but I don't want to go further. I don't know what happened. I just know I fall through all the branches, land on my back.
And you couldn't move.
And guess what? It was half mulch, half concrete that I.
Yep.
I'm in
Yep.
shock,
Yep.
laying there. I couldn't get up. I
Did-
couldn't breathe.
Yeah,
I
'cause the
couldn't.
wind got knocked out of you, right? Yeah.
No, here's the story that makes me part of the story that makes me so upset. I was laying there for a good 10 minutes still, couldn't do anything. No, like it was like 2 minutes in, 2 or 5 minutes in. I like try and wave at David to get his attention to like come outside, and then he looks at me. And I'm like trying to wave and get him to come out. Whatever. He looks at me dead ass, waves at me, and then goes back to what he's doing.
God damn it.
She thought she was just saying hi.
Yeah,
Right.
and I'm laying there for the like another like 10 minutes. I felt like I'm about to like pass out or something. And then he like comes outside. He was like, "What are you doing laying on the ground?" I was like, "I need you." He was like, "I don't understand what you're saying." He was like, "What happened?" I point up to the tree. He was like, "I told you not to get in that damn tree."
Fall
I was
right
like,
out the damn
and then
tree.
after I felt better and everything, I was like, I was trying to get you to come outside and help me. He was like, you were waving at me and everything. I'm still mad.
Dang, that's
Like I
rough.
felt like I was gonna die when he
Right.
looked at me dead ass and waved at me and went back to what he was doing. I thought that was the end of me. I thought I'm a goner. I'm not getting up anymore.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. I was fine, after a few hours, but shit, that story still sticks. I can't.
Yeah, I bet, man. You remember those stories.
I didn't climb trees for a while. I know that.
I think I might have fallen out of a tree when I was young, but I'm not entirely sure.
I fell asleep in a tree.
Mm.
We were playing hide and seek, and I just fell asleep up there.
It's one of those hide and seeks where your friends find all your other friends, but they don't look for you. They just kind of forget about you, basically.
So that reminds me of a story that, do you guys know, what is it, Theo Vaughn?
Mm-mm.
Mm.
No.
Well, he was on Joe Rogan, and he was telling a story about when he went to a party and had gave a bunch of people mushrooms, and they went to go play hide and seek, and he was the seeker, and he's like, I never went and looked for them. And I don't think I've ever saw any of them ever
Oh
again.
my God. That's funny.
Just like, what the fuck? You give them mushrooms, send them out into the wilderness, and just leave them.
I can't. But yeah, I feel like I was a crazy kid.
Was?
Yeah, was.
Interesting.
I don't know. I still like being barefoot. I was one of those kids. I would prefer to be barefoot over anything else.
I hate being barefoot. I'm in fucking.
Having shoes.
I'm in Tom's right now.
I would walk on hot ass concrete.
I like being barefoot.
Yeah, I don't know. I liked, I felt like I got armor on my fucking feet when I was a kid. When I was running around, I would run over fucking rocks and shit like that barefoot, and I would feel fine.
Nope. That's too much.
Oh,
I do like walking outside barefoot, but no, that's too much. My feet, no.
Definitely not over no rocks or nothing.
No.
It's a no for me, dog.
Nope. I hate being barefoot so much.
would any of you, if you were a kid, I don't know, did you ever go in other people's backyards?
Yes. I would hop people's fences to get where I was going. Yes.
No, I didn't.
And one time I hopped the fence to jump on someone's trampoline.
Wow.
I know sometimes if people were home and shit like that, me and my friends didn't want to hang out in my backyard.
Y'all just go in somebody else's backyard and hang out.
Yeah, we would hop the fence and go in the other person's backyard and shit at night mainly and just hang out. So one time it was a swimming pool.
Oh my God.
And it was one of those nice under the ground ones or whatever. Yeah.
So just a pool?
Yeah, just a normal pool, not the above ground.
In-ground pool.
Yeah, in-ground pool. I don't know.
That
We
would
would
scare
just
the shit out of me though. If I'm walking through my house at night, get a midnight snack, and I look out and there's people in my backyard. It's like, what the
Dude.
fuck are y'all doing?
Josh
When the teen X is going on.
Josh was telling me about how he was he wanted to do some maintenance with his pool and get some stuff done and shit. The company quoted him $30,000
It's
to
expensive.
get here, but he already has a pool and everything.
Oh, he already.
It's not like they were trying to get a pool. He has a pool.
Dude wanted to charge him $30,000.
I forget exactly what he was wanting to do, but 30,000. That's a car.
He needs to look somewhere else.
That's a down payment on a house.
I mean, yeah, like I said, I was kind of a weird kid though. Me and my friends, like I would say, we would. I don't want to say this now. I feel like it was more weird than it made it out to be. We're 10 or 11, and we would go in other people's backyards. I've already said that, but if people are home, we would hide in the bushes and shit and try and hide from them. But sometimes we would just kind of stare, we would go to other people's backyards to see what they're doing, Was that, I feel like that was normal for people, kids.
No.
I mean,
it's not.
I used to so I got this new Batman underwear when I was a kid.
Okay.
So what I did was I put it on, right? That's all I had on. I run outside and sprint. Actually, no, I had a shirt over. And I sprint to my neighbor's house. And I flash him.
Up.
And I said, look at my Batman underwear.
And then you run away.
I don't know what happened after that. I forget. I can call my mom and she can tell the story.
But now that I realize, me and my friends were kind of like peeping.
Oh, dude. I think my neighbor... Dude,
Like, for real. Hiding.
Dude,
Oh.
I used to basically sexually harass my neighbor for how much I used to flash them. I am being serious.
That's funny.
I really want to call mom and have her tell the story. Should I do it?
No.
But I can put it in the recording. It's pH so cool. I want to try. I want to try it.
No.
I'm trying it.
Oh my gosh.
Do it.
But now I feel like a fucking creep though.
What do you mean feel like? You fucking are.
No, we were like 10 or 11. I can't really. Like we were just kids. Like you can't really be mad at a kid, can you?
Do it in my backyard. Uh-oh.
Imagine I get canceled over me peeping Tom when I was 10.
So what's next?
I don't know. Both of y'all are on your phone.
Oh, I got something actually. So I seen
All right.
this article actually earlier last week. It was talking about if you didn't get like COVID after like the latest surge, what are the odds that you never will? And I thought that was hella different because you don't really see like as much as people come outside and everything, like not everyone's getting COVID, but then like you also don't know the symptoms and shit. But yeah, it was an odd.
I'm pretty sure I've had COVID twice.
I feel like I've had it, twice as well.
Even though I've come up negative, I feel like I've had it.
I think I've had it about twice. I know I had it around that first wave.
I've seen
100%.
like a
It took me-
conspiracy theory about like if you take a COVID test around this time, like now and shit like that, and you're like feeling sick, like for some reason, like they're saying people like tamper with the COVID test for you to come up as negative and shit like that or something, just so you can go to work and everything because they need workers. If that makes sense.
Let's see.
I
If
don't know,
I
man.
had COVID when I just tested negative the other day, all of them would have had COVID. Nah, I was just sick.
COVID conspiracy theories are wild.
Oh yeah, they are.
People are trying to like fake test so they just get the COVID paid.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
my work
vaccine
just
card.
quit paying for COVID now.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just quit paying for COVID PTO.
Hey, at least you got it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
That is true. That is very true. But, I mean, yeah. COVID is weird.
Have you played Sentry, Age of Ashes? It's a free multiplayer game. It's a dragon battle game. You ride on the back of dragons. I think you like make your own dragon or something, or you
Right.
like trade for different dragons basically to get the best dragon, and you like fight other people.
It's a mobile game?
No, it's on PC.
No, I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I just downloaded it. It's free, so
Word.
yeah, I'm gonna try it out because I love. You saw Game of Thrones, right? No. Oh
No,
yeah,
I
you.
get it.
told
No,
me.
you don't remember? You
Oh,
went
yeah.
at him. We're like, so you don't like fantasy?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that whole thing.
It was so funny.
That was funny.
I'm getting tired of this fucking rain though.
I love it.
I like it
We
too.
Hey, I'll
haven't been-
swap you.
So
You
it's
can
like
have the sun over here, and I'll take the rain.
Bro, it has rained every day for 2 weeks.
so we've needed it though. That's the thing. And being a landscaper.
But you don't have to sit there and dry every fucking car that comes in.
You also, what you should do? What you should do? You should get a backpack blower and bring that bitch in and just wee.
Fuck.
I'll bring one from my fucking shop. Y'all just wee. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we could talk about Road versus Wade.
I ain't really like.
Nah,
it's
'cause I think-
controversial, but it ain't. It's, it's black and white. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's either you're for it or you're not.
Yeah.
Not
Which
really.
I
I
just
mean,
really
there's
don't
the
understand how people are for it, especially some of the women out there who are for it. Just don't make no sense. But you know,
What do you mean?
like some
What
women.
about all the circumstances for like some girls who are like getting
So
raped by like family
what
members
I'm
or shit
saying
like that?
I'm saying like there are women who are supporting against the overturning of Roe v. Wade.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
I don't understand. Women.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I don't get.
she misunderstood.
Yeah. That's
She
what I
was
don't
ready
get.
to fucking fight, bro.
Oh, no.
I was like, okay, we are ending on something juicy because I thought you were like, fuck it, pro-life, let's go. I was about to say, Skylar's about to get heated. I'm ready.
No, that shit don't make no sense to me.
Fuck them embryos.
It's like I don't understand how you can just let people tell you what you can't do with your body.
Yeah, like why are 80-year-old men telling me what to do with my body?
Oh, here's one thing. It's going off that topic. There, conservatives are now saying that the story about the 10-year-old girl who was denied an abortion is fake. That's controversial.
Oh, so the conservative people are saying it's a fake. Bro.
I'm starting to say that's a fake video or a fake story. But it was like, I forget how somebody put it earlier because I was listening to it and it's like, how was it? It was like you're defending like the life of from a situation where somebody didn't get to choose. So I forgot how they put it. It was pretty straightforward and made sense. And it's like, yeah, I mean, just, I don't know. It's a lot of shit. I hate it. But then there's also that Uvalde video that came out with those cops just kind of dilly-dallying in the
Oh yeah, it was for what? It was like an hour or so.
yeah, in the school
Before they
hall. And it was funny because like they were progressing up to the door and then they heard shots because the kids were getting shot inside of the classroom and then they ran back down the hallway.
How can people sit back and just let children get fucking shot and say, no, guns are fucking fine how they are?
Yeah, they want to come out and like offer solutions as in less doors in schools. They got these
Arming teachers and shit.
They
It
got-
doesn't need to be like
They
that.
they now have like these mini like bomb shelter things that you're supposed to go inside of when there's a school shooting. You lock yourself inside there. So it's like y'all are thinking of all these solutions, but the one that's like staring you in the face is just get guns under
Yeah.
control.
But the thing is, why are we like when I was in school and everything like that, we would have active shooter
Yeah, see, that's after
like
that's after
procedures
my-
and shit like
that's
that.
after me.
Yeah, that's after
Like
me too.
why are we having that, you know? Like why are we at that point to where
Why
we
is it
have to
being
have that?
Why-
normalized?
Why are there more mass shootings
Then
that
days.
happened this year than there are days?
Yeah, and then we were talking about that at work and I brought it up and then one lady was like, "You're joking about that." I was like, "No, there's been
It's a-
200 and something.
it
There's
is a
more than
simple-
300 now,
This
but
is a simple Google search. There have been more mass shootings than there have been days in this fucking year already.
like
And that is baffling to me that we can sit back and say, you can't have an abortion. Like,
mhm.
women have more regulations than guns do.
Yeah.
Exactly, which is
Like,
ridiculous.
what
Yeah.
the fuck?
So
But
be
and
it
then it's like because why even have a gun? Or people argue
Yeah.
protection, but like who's coming after you or you need to protect yourself 24/7 with a gun? But like not only that, you can't even use the gun. Like you can sure go to a shooting range, but you can't use the gun. You can't
Like, for me,
play shoot them.
I'm all for guns. I like guns. Like,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, but there needs to be more control. Like me, I don't think I should be allowed to own a gun because I have a history of mental illness.
Mhm.
If you have any history of mental illness, I don't think you should be allowed to own a gun. I don't, because of that history.
Yeah, because if it was
Anything
me,
can
if,
fucking happen.
yeah,
Even if I am medicated and on my meds and everything's stable, there can be a day where I am just fucking off and
Yeah.
something can go wrong either for me or others around me.
That's fair.
yeah,
That's fair.
So I don't think anybody that has any history with mental illness should be allowed to
Yeah.
own a gun.
yeah,
Because guess what? 9 times out of 10, these fuckers are claiming mental illness.
mm-hmm.
And that's how they
Get out
no
of
fucking flack for it, because they are a white dude that has a mental illness.
I will say there's a common denominator with that. A lot of these mass shootings are due to like everybody else besides white guys, but if you look in the news, it's all, some fucking 18-year-old white dude who went to that high school or something. But the one thing that bothers me and everything, why are these people so for protecting an unborn child, an unborn embryo, when they're not but not the alive ones that are in our schools right now? Why are you for protecting something that is not even here, that's not even having heartbeat yet half of the time? Like, why are you for protecting that over a living human, like 5-year-old, like kids in elementary school, middle school?
And a quick side note back on those cops. Fuck them. Fuck those pussy ass fucking cops that did nothing. Fucking bystanders did way more than those cops ever fucking did in that situation, and it is sickening.
Yeah.
The part that bothers me about the whole situation is they lied about the whole thing and how it went down.
And we were still told that they did nothing wrong.
Yeah,
Hold on, what happened?
They lied about legitimately everything that happened.
Like in the order everything happened and how they handled
What are you
everything.
talking about?
They said they were waiting on like keys to get into the classroom, that they had to like find keys to get to the classroom. The door wasn't even locked to the classroom. There's claiming all of this stuff.
Oh, from where the shooter was and everything?
Yeah, they're claiming all this stuff, and then that's why the video got leaked of like them
and
walking
they got mad
through.
about that.
Yeah, that's why they leaked the video. And the controversial part about that whole thing is the parents are mad because they leaked the video and they didn't get to see it first, so they're finding out with the public. So the parents are shitting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they lied about why you lie about the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? You would look infinitely better if you said you dropped the fucking ball.
Yeah.
Exactly. You fucked up, but like, why lie about you fucking up?
Because that's what they do.
It's so weird though. Like,
Yeah.
you just made the situation infinitely
Know
worse.
they fuck up and they lie about it.
And at the end of it-
And that's the thing they talk about. They want you to trust the cops and whatnot, but you immediately lie even before like anybody finds out about the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you supposed to trust the cops and shit like that if your kids is in the fucking school and they can't even protect your kids in the school? They let that man go in there and have a damn massacre in that fucking schoolroom. Yeah. And ain't not one of them cops going right down that damn hallway and stop that shit from happening.
An off-duty border patrol officer, bless your fucking soul, and the teacher that saved all those fucking kids, bless her soul, and the fucking husband of that teacher, bless his fucking soul, because holy shit, he basically died of a broken fucking heart, and I'm pretty sure they had 4 kids together.
Yeah.
So they just lost both their parents because of this.
There is a fucking picture of one of those police officers in that hallway laughing. Legitimately laughing. There's a picture. You can Google it.
I will.
It's
There's just so much wrong with the U.S. They're coming after... one thing I don't understand, they want to regulate women so much, but they don't want to regulate any of the men in this country. I will say that when men are the cause of a lot of fucking problems here. And I mean, and I saw this debate or whatever online about how a lot of guys die from suicide. A lot of guys have all these higher up jobs. They're always the top of everything, blah, blah, blah. And then a woman said, well, you guys are the ones who made this system. So, and I mean, it's true.
yeah.
And it just and I've seen a lot of things too, like a lot of videos guys do talk about. I know a lot of guys are for equality and like equal pay and stuff like that. But I saw a bunch of videos where if a woman like talks about her salary and if it's higher or whatever than the dudes, a lot of guys still aren't happy about that. They aren't happy that that woman is at the same level as them or like as smart as them, basically. There's a lot of guys who are still very much traditional, you know? And it's terrible.
Yeah.
Because how is stuff going to change?
Hold on. I don't like you saying the mental health thing and then saying we created the system. No. We get told to shut up and be a man at any moment a dude shows emotion.
So let me capitalize on that real quick. So Skylar's right to a degree. Men did create the system that we have right now, but men also create a system within that system, which is what Dakota is saying. It's tough to be a man because you ain't supposed to cry. You ain't supposed to show emotions. You're supposed to be a dog. You're supposed to treat women like shit. You're supposed to always be ready to holler at women any given time. And if you don't, you're pussy. You see what I'm saying? So it's hard because men have their own set of rules, and it's hard to even kind of deviate from that because you get outcasted very quickly. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't know that because a lot of men don't talk about that, which is why you have the high suicide rates with men, because men don't have spaces to talk about, which then leads into the gun problem and the shootings and stuff because they create those spaces and then they put themselves in these little bubbles. So that's how you get incels and all that stuff. So they perpetuate all of these bad topics and stuff. And it's like a game to them. They want to be the next one to get the most. You see what I'm saying? So it's like men have no space to talk about these things. They create their own space with the same toxic ass fucking people because ain't nobody like telling them otherwise in that space. The people who are telling them otherwise, they don't think they're right. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they ignore them. So they just keep encasing themselves in this bubble.
Yeah.
And that's the fucking problem.
And that's another good thing about this generation because this generation is realizing that.
Yeah, like my generation and everything.
So mental health is being brought more into a light and not being swept underneath the rug.
Yeah, a lot of guys, I will say my age, are more, I'm not going to say more feminine, but they're more okay with themselves.
She said, I wouldn't say feminine. I'm like, I'm in a crop top.
I mean,
but they're more okay with themselves. They're more okay with talking about mental health.
That's the other problem about it, because people are saying, "Oh, you're being more open about your emotions and whatnot," and women are feminizing men, and that's what's also kind of being fed into those same circles that I was talking about, and that's why they hate women, because they see it as women are feminizing men and trying to replace men in the hierarchy system, when in reality nobody's doing that. They just feel threatened for whatever reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For no reason, actually. There's no reason to feel threatened. It's just because somebody wants to express themselves. And that's why I say what people with the trans thing all the time who are bigoted with trans people, it's like, why do you care? If you're not attracted to them, you don't think it's right.
That's my
Why
thing.
do you care?
They care because they are deeply attracted to that person.
They care because they are attracted to the concept of it.
Or they're closeted.
And it scares them.
Yeah.
And it's like, I try to tell people all the time, it's fucking fine if that's what you like. Nobody gives a
Nowadays,
shit.
no one
Nobody
cares.
cares, dude. Like, live your life. But why do you care so much when you're going out of your way to say all of this shit and use all that energy to say all of this shit about that person when they live in your life and you just sitting there right here complaining about it?
Yeah.
Why?
Yep, on the keyboard.
It can exactly. They can never fucking answer that question.
Yeah.
Why do you care? It's not right. Why is it not right to you? Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
Because it's not right.
Yeah. And it did make me mad. I think it happened 2 weeks ago. I was playing some Valorant games off stream and everything. Because you know the whole pick me girl stuff, right?
Yep.
And you know, because I know at the end of the day, like some girls will say there's like equality, but we're still not there.
Right.
No, not at all. Before I get to what I was going to say, when I look at pro teams and everything for Apex and stuff, no single girls on a game for that. Valorant, there's no single girl even on the team.
There's a whole girls' league.
Yeah, a league, but I just mean in general, it is mainly guys. It is mainly guys over females.
Oh, hell no, dude. Women's Valorant league is fucking insane. Cloud9 White.
Yeah.
Dude, they're crazy. I love them.
But
Skylar's making a point, but Skylar's point is like misplaced. There's no cameras and no visual representation for that. It's out there
at all.
and it is booming, like Dakota's saying.
Yeah, but like Apex and everything, because I enjoy Apex.
Yeah, and a lot of women do play Apex.
Yeah, but there's no
they
female pro players. They do not hire a lot of female players.
There is some pro players on there. They aren't signed to teams. I don't think.
Yeah, but they're not pro players. They're like content creators.
Okay,
but they're better than them pro players.
Yeah.
I can tell you
But
that.
you also
But
have to
just-
think, maybe they don't want to be pro players because look at Apex.
Yeah.
We can try to enter the pro scene. We just have to qualify. Anyone can be a pro in Apex. You just have to qualify.
Same thing with Street Fighter.
So it basically comes down to none of them qualified. or none of them want to do it.
I know, but it upsets me.
Yeah, but
Like,
you
to see
can't control if you make it.
Yeah.
It is out there.
But like, I get what you're saying. You just can't use Apex as that format.
No, but I was just saying it as I was watching the ALGS and I didn't see a single girl on a team.
They didn't qualify.
Yeah.
But also because, and the way I heard it is like Apex and games like that isn't geared towards female players. And it's hard, as a guy, it's hard for me to see that. You know what I'm saying? Because games and stuff are created for us as light as we take it. But the reason why Valorant is so popular with female players is because it's more so inclusive for them. You know, there's like all types of characters, all types of backgrounds.
Apex.
Yeah.
Apex is literally the most
true,
inclusive
but
game out there.
Strip Apex from all of that and look at the technicality of it. It's very, very technical, and it becomes like a very, what's the word that I'm trying to say? Like a space where it's very super competitive and people talk a lot of trash and you get a lot of the more scummy people. So it kind of pushes the female probably. No,
Valorant is one of the most toxic games.
I have got more.
And yes, it is. But, you know, a lot of females play League of Legends too, and League of Legends is toxic as fuck, but it caters towards more of the female gaze. Same thing with Valorant. Apex does not. Because you'll hear dudes all the time say the females in Apex look like trash, but you'll hear them say Loba's thick as hell. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is true.
So Apex is not really geared towards females, whereas Valorant more so is.
I always hear how hot everybody is in Apex.
I never do.
Really?
Never.
Dude, you're on the wrong part. Because
Never do.
there is everybody loving everybody
I don't
in
hear
that
it.
fucking game.
I don't hear it at all.
It's just like Valorant. Everyone's hot in Valorant. Everyone's hot in Apex.
But yeah, I don't want to speak in Valorant half the time when I'm playing comp. When I was off stream and everything, I wasn't playing comp. I think I was just playing an unrated before comp.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard another girl. And I get excited about that because, like, girls support girls, you know? Because usually a lot of the times I hear other girls and they're like, hey, is there any other girls in the chat? And then usually people finally turn their mics. They're like, oh, it's another girl. I'll talk, you know?
Right.
Not the fucking...
Why are you laughing, Chris?
It's just funny.
No, okay, but it makes sense.
But
because
it makes sense because if you put it in the context of, like, say, for being a black person, if I hear like another group of black people in the chat,
You're
I'm
like,
more
hey.
inclined to I'm not like, hey, but
exactly, because like, dude,
I'm more inclined to talk because you know you encounter more so bigotry online, especially when people find out that you're black, and that's just so fucking annoying.
So like, me and Skylar watch a lot of female content creators in Valorant, and they'll just say hey, like immediately, like when they get in to see who has mics for comms and everything. And everyone's like, oh, we lost. It's a girl. And they're actually like getting pissed at her for playing the game and getting in their lobby.
Mm-hmm.
Just for her saying, hey, does anybody have mics?
Yeah.
That is fucking wild.
Yeah, it is wild.
Before I get back to what I was saying and everything, it has happened before. I was top fragging in a comp game and everything. I think that was my first ever high kill game. I was 27-10.
That's your only high kill game.
I know. And but honestly, I was top fragging and everything. I was doing really good. Died only 10 rounds and everything. And then all the guys, I realized it was all fucking guys and I was scared, you know? Because like they were being a little weird, you know? And they're like, hey, do you have a mic or whatever? We need comms. It was the last 2 rounds. So I was like, hey, turn on my mic and everything, start talking. They turned completely opposite. And then when we lost the game, they're like, you're the reason we fucking lost. You're such a fucking dumbass female and everything, even though I was top fragging and they were all negative. It was, that's why I don't like turn on my mic.
That's the fucking culture.
And it just irritates me.
And unfortunately, it kind of stays in the lower tiers. Like it does
bleed
into the higher tiers, but it's a little bit less so in the higher tiers.
Yeah.
But it sucks.
But
and that's the same culture that I'm talking about feeds into that same bubble. You know what I'm saying? Because they sit there on these fucking video games and
But pick me
But
girls.
it's so
yeah.
weird because the same guys, they sit there and want attention from females, but yet I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call women females. They want attention from women
So hold on, question: why is that offensive?
because it's more so objectifying. It's
Is
you're
it?
calling somebody
Yeah,
by
when
their
they call me
gender.
a female more so than like a female.
You're calling somebody by their gender and not what they are. You see what I'm saying? It's nuancy. You it's respect because you don't go up to say that's a fucking boy. You know, if a girl comes up to say you call you a boy, you're gonna get offended. You know what I'm saying?
No,
You don't get offended by that shit?
no.
Chris, do
I
you get offended
do.
if somebody comes up to you call you a boy?
I mean, I don't like anybody call me boy. Like
See?
that shit.
Because it
Yeah.
demasculates you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
like, it
you
makes
call
me
somebody
feel-
Dude,
you call somebody a female, it's like an object. You're only looking at them for their gender, not as
Yeah.
a person. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how it is.
honestly, I never see it like that.
I just don't like them call me a boy because I'm not a boy, bro. I'm a fucking adult.
Boy,
Yeah.
shut the fuck
Let me
up.
play with me.
Yo, boy, shut the fuck up. You ain't shit, man.
But
Bro,
I will say,
What are you gonna do?
but I will say, pick me girls are a lot worse than guys. Cause that's
can
what
be.
I was talking about. I heard the other girl, and I was happy, but I think she was partied up with said guys or whatever,
Right.
and that's where it took the turn and everything. She was talking or whatever, and I was like, oh my God, it's another girl. And then she was like, oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? And I was like, what are you talking about? She was like, don't come in here and start this shit. These are my guys. And I'm just like, what? I was like, I'm just trying to talk with comms and you were another girl. She was like, I don't care if you're another girl and shit like that. And she was getting fucking pissed off. She was like top fragging, but I was one below her and everything, like second top frag basically. And she was getting mad the entire time. And I needed someone to buy me one round and everything. And usually they don't buy you if you're the lower rounds. But her buddy she was playing with and everything, who was like 0 in 12 or whatever, didn't get any kills. She bought him before me and shit. I'm like, and I asked her, I was like, why are you buying him before me? I was like, I'm doing more for the team. She was like, because you're another girl. She was like, I'm not dealing with this right now. I'm tired of pick me females and everything. I
I just don't understand seeking the attention of males like that. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't understand seeking attention.
That too. Like seeking male approval. That's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like especially like putting down other women. What?
no.
I said I don't understand seeking attention. And she just looked at me because she knows she's an attention whore.
Not really.
She seeks attention from everybody.
Yeah, I just
bro.
I don't understand the whole pick me girls shit. Like where females get dogged on daily,
Okay,
like why aren't we?
Why can she say females?
Because she's a woman.
'Cause she's a female?
She's a
Because
woman.
I'm a woman.
A female?
I can call another girl a female and
She
shit
can.
because
But it's also kind of, it's like borderline.
oh, I know. I mean, I don't call
Yeah,
them.
you
I don't,
know. She knows, but
Yeah.
he don't know.
It's only here and yeah. It's like we're-
Fucking females, am
Yeah.
I right?
Oh my god, dude.
But
Don't even.
I just don't. I just don't understand why girls aren't supporting girls. Like why? Like we've been through so much shit with each other. Like why aren't we sticking up for each other? Why are you fucking going after these dudes?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like because it's easily girls will always support girls majority of the time.
Yeah.
So why? I don't understand because half of the time these pick me girls are with 4 other dudes, like 3 other dudes, like queued up and everything, and they're fucking like sexualizing her the entire time, and she's like calling them daddy, shit like that, calling them all shit like that, and they're calling her mommy. That shit. Oh my god!
It's cringe.
Yeah, I can't. I don't understand that shit. I really don't.
Yeah. I don't know. People are weird. People are weird.
Yeah, it's just. But I will say it is hard for females to game with their mics on because a lot of the time we will get dogged on by people.
All right, so let's wrap it up.
Sure.
All right.
Bye.
He's throwing a bye.
Okay, join the Discord. It's in the fucking show notes.
Oh.
If you join the Discord and we're recording, hell, maybe we could throw you fucking in the recording. Who
Yeah.
fucking knows?
Yeah. Could be
Why
a
the
thing.
fuck not? And send us some emails if just want to say something to us, ask us questions or whatever. Or you can ask us questions and shit in the fucking Discord. Or if there's a certain topic you
Yeah.
want to talk about, all that shit. But yeah, that has been this episode of What Would Degenerates Do? Bye.
Indeed.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
What would
Alligator.
degenerates do? And I'll leave you with this. What would you do?
That was nice.